Hey, it's Lori Ballen, and I'm going to show you today how to import all of your real estate leads. Well, not import them, how to collect them and put them all on a Google spreadsheet automatically so that you have some sort of storage or backup, one spot where all of your leads are going. The reason why I started this was because I've got lead sources coming from all over the place, and I need them to all go to one place. Now, if you're a Keller Williams agent and you're using KW Command, we can also funnel them into Command. We can funnel them into Infusionsoft. We can funnel them into Follow Up Boss. Anything that Zapier works with as far as a CRM goes, you can funnel them in. And at the same time, also put them on a Google spreadsheet. It's pretty magnificent. And if you've got your things going into your leads and everything going into a database that is not easily exportable, or you want to have some sort of backup, this is incredible. All right, so Zapier does charge based on the number of Zaps that you're sending. So it's something to keep in mind as you start building in your automation. All right, so I just set one up now. And what I have is everybody who registers for my free home buyers guide on ballenvegas.com. It's one of those pop-ups where they register to get the free home buyers guide. And I get these all day, every day. Then there's another pop-up that has just listed homes, and those are coming in all day. And then I have Facebook ads running, and I've got home value forms coming in. So it's important to me to have them storing somewhere. So I've been setting this automation all back up. Even though we have KW Command, we have Infusionsoft, I just want to have one spot where everything is. All right. So the next one I want to set up is the campaign. I'm going to go to campaigns, and I'm going to do my homes, just listed homes. Everybody who becomes a lead from my just listed homes. Okay, leads, filter, we'll do only, don't worry about this part yet if you don't have Opt-in Monster. You're going to see the concept here in just a second. And then I'm going to pull in homes. Okay, so right now I'm going to pull up everybody who has filled out that pop-up to browse homes for sale. Now, I get organic leads all day long because I do SEO, search engine optimization. So people visit my blogs, they're doing search, and then they register for these pop-ups, okay? All right, so I want these leads that are coming in here to automatically go to the spreadsheet. So here's how we do it. We go to Zapier, and I say create a new Zap. So I'm going to go to make a new Zap. Now, Zapier is if this, then that. So if this happens, then do this. If this happens, do this, this, and this. All kinds of incredible automation that'll blow your mind and it'll make your life so much easier. All right, so let me name this so that I don't forget. Ballen Vegas just listed homes. Okay. All right, so when this happens, so when Opt-in Monster, okay? Now, let's just say you're using Ninja Forms, and you would do if Ninja Forms, or if Google Forms, or if Zillow, or if Realtor.com. Nope, Realtor's not in there. If Real Scout, if Real Simple, if Real Estate Webmasters, if Boomtown, if Commissions Inc. So I'm kind of playing with some of those. So not everything is going to be in here, but a lot of them. If Facebook leads, if Google ads, those types of things. So I'm doing if Opt-in Monster. If you want to check out Opt-in Monster, I've got a link in the video below with the coupon. So I know there's a limited amount of those coupons, so I don't know if it'll work when you're watching this video later. But definitely try it out. If you do wind up making a purchase through any of the links in my video, I do end up benefiting. So here I'm going to put choose app Opt-in Monster, choose trigger event. Okay, new lead. So if Opt-in Monster, then new lead. So you would do the same thing if this were Zillow. If Zillow, then new lead. I'm just using that as an example for real estate. Okay, Opt-in Monster account. So once you sync your account, it would show up here. So the first time that you're using any lead source, you'll have to connect it. But there's always instructions. If they need an API key or they need a login and a password, it's going to tell you what to do. Then I'm going to click continue. All right, customize a lead. So now we need to choose the value of the lead. And what that means is, so customize lead. Now, which campaign do I want? So this is going to look different depending on what source you're using. If because I'm using Opt-in Monster, I have a whole bunch of different offers. So that's why I'm labeling mine very specifically. So in my case, they are registering in this case for my just listed homes. Let me type in homes. Okay, it's this one. Okay, so when you're doing like Facebook lead ads, it'll pull up all your various ads and you can pull one specific ad, which is really cool because then you could even, Zapier will let you say, if this lead comes in from this campaign, then send a text message to David on my team and email a copy to my admin. I mean, there's so many automation things you can do in here. Okay, so then homes, integration, display name, we're going to skip that and we're going to go to continue. All right, next we are going to test and review or test and continue. So it pulls in a dummy lead here to test. And yes, I'm fine with that. So now what do we want it to do? Do this. So this is the case where if you wanted it to funnel into Infusionsoft, you would type that in. If you want it to follow into KW command, that's right there, which I'll do after I do my sheet. If I want it to funnel into follow-up boss, I could do that. If I want it to funnel into ConvertKit, I can do that. If I want it to funnel into MailChimp, I can do that. You get the idea? So you can do your funnel into your CRM first and then to your spreadsheet, or spreadsheet first and then to your CRM, or just the spreadsheet. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to show you what's possible. So choose app and event. We're going to funnel this lead into Google Sheets. Okay. Now, the first thing you'll do is you'll go over to Google Sheets and you'll create a workbook here with one sheet or multiple. So in my case, like I've decided I want them all to funnel into one workbook so that I can work all of my leads for my different businesses in one place. So these are going to be Ballen Blogger, these are Ballen Vegas, these are the 7th stream, and then I'm going to do keto days on the next one. So you'll put fields up here that are field titles that are going to be appropriate to whatever you're funneling in. Okay, so like I'm tracking IP addresses because I want to look up the source, but maybe you want to put source here because you have something, Facebook lead ads will automatically populate that was the source. You'll title these accordingly, and you can always refresh and add. It's not a big deal. So don't panic thinking this has to be perfect from the get-go. It doesn't. You can actually do it on the fly right here as you're setting up your setting up your connection. So choose app, Google Sheets, choose action event, create a spreadsheet row or update a spreadsheet row. So that depends on what you're doing. In my case, I'm funneling in new leads. So we're going to create a spreadsheet row. If maybe you've got a CRM and when somebody places an order, you want it to update the row because they're already existing, the client's existing, but you want it updated, that's where you would use update row. So we're going to just do create spreadsheet row and continue. Now Google Sheets account. So now you're going to pick whatever your Google Sheets account is in, then continue. Then it's going to ask for your drive. So I just have one, my Google Drive. Then it's going to ask for which spreadsheet do you want this row to be created. Well, I've got a million spreadsheets, but I titled mine 2020 leads. So it's calling it a spreadsheet and a worksheet. I'm old school with Excel, and I'm saying workbook and spreadsheet. Google calls them the whole thing a spreadsheet, and then each one is a worksheet. So the spreadsheet is the entire thing, and the worksheets are each of these little tabs. And you can color code these. So if I right click on this, change color, I want my real estate tab to be brown, then I can do that. Seventh stream, I want that one to be green. I'm going to change the color and make that one green. Ballen Blogger is like a pink peach, so I'll do that one. I don't know, just if you like color coding things. Most spreadsheet people do. Okay, so now we go back to Zapier. Okay, so now which one of the worksheets? So which one of these? So the spreadsheet is called 2020 leads. Worksheet, I want to put this on as Ballen Vegas. So I'm going to say put this on Ballen Vegas. All right, now you've got to match up the merge fields. Now I know this is a lot. There are a lot of steps that go into this, but when you get this right, this stuff is life-changing because of the automation that happens at that point. So I'm going to click here, first name. We can see there, first name is Archie. Last name is Monster. Email, hello@optinmonster.com. IP address. Now remember, this is being populated by the fields that I put on my spreadsheet. So right now, if I wanted to, I could go, oh shoot, I'm looking at all the things in here, and I forgot to put campaign ID. So what I would do is I would go back to my spreadsheet, and up here, I just title it campaign ID. This happens really fast. And then I click refresh fields, and now Zapier will pull it in. Campaign ID. Did I put it in the right spreadsheet? In the right? Ballen Vegas. Oh, there we go. I never clicked away, so it didn't save. Now it'll save. There it is. See that? Almost instant. Okay, so IP address. So you click on show all options to get to the rest because it only shows the first three. Show all options, IP address. Campaign, show all options, campaign ID. Phone number, show all options, lead phone. Page, show all options. In my case, that's the lead refer. Campaign ID, show all options, campaign ID. Then we're going to click continue. And then watch this. We're going to click test and review. Now here's our spreadsheet. Oh, it already showed up. Did that just now show up, or is that one from an earlier test? I'm pretty sure that just showed up. I can't remember. So let's test it here. So it's blank, nothing on there, no rows. We go to Zapier, let's test and review. And now, boom, there it is. Look at that, instant. There's the lead added in there with all the info. And this is priceless because this is online. It's Google Sheets. You can get to it anywhere. You can share it with your admins. You can share it with agents on your team. You've got a complete backup. Now, of course, you don't have all of your notes and everything. Now, there's a case where you could, if you were using like Infusionsoft and it has an export field of notes and you want to update the row with notes, you can get fancy schmancy like this. But in my case, all I'm trying to do is create a backup in one spot so that no matter what, I have all of my leads, at least the basic info, all on one sheet, and I can quickly get to anything I want or add up or make a report or do anything from there. So that's the concept. Now, from this point, I can be done and I can just save this. Or now I can add the piece to add them to my database as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you want to go ahead. If you want to stay with me to watch this next piece, you can. So basically this little plus sign allows you to add another integration. So this could be the part now where you say add Twilio, which is a text dialer. And now you can say, when this comes in, then text so-and-so. Or in my case, we're going to put it in our database. So we're going to say if KW command, it's called command. There it is. Command, then create lead, continue. And then I'm going to pull up my command. And the first time you do this, you'll have to connect those, and it'll tell you how. Click continue. Okay, now data source. It doesn't pull. Oh, here we go, custom. I wonder if it will let me type in opt-in monster. I'm going to try opt-in monster. No. All right, so I have to, it doesn't have opt-in monster as the choices in here for some crazy reason. So you have to choose something else like form or whatever. So I'm going to put popped in. That's close enough. And then the team is my team, Lori Ballen team. So make sure that if you're importing a command that you pull up your team name if you have one there. And then the full name would be first name, last name. See how I put those on the same row? First, last. Email, open number 1 and put in the email. Phone, put in the lead phone. Is it a buyer seller? Now that's a custom field that I added to KW command. So in this case, it's a buyer. Address, I'm not pulling in an address. We don't need to worry about that. I'm not going to pull in a city, state, or zip or country because there's nothing else there to put into KW command. Now, again, this is another reason why I like putting these on the spreadsheet, because I want to store the IP address, because the IP address helps me with tracking source. And KW command is not allowing me to pull in that custom field right now, even though I have it in there. So putting it on the spreadsheet gives me a fail-safe that I can go back to and look for that. So I'm going to put continue. And then in my case, Archie Monster is already going to be in the database. Let's see. It might give me an error message, test and review. If he's already in the database, it'll give me an error. Yeah, see this? It says the email hello opt-in monster is already taken by Archie Monster. So that's fine. It worked. It's just telling me I already have that person in there. So I'm going to skip this test. And then once I'm done, now I've got if new lead in opt-in monster in the just listed homes campaign, then put it on the spreadsheet, then add it to KW command. Now, if I wanted to keep going, I could. Then add it to my calendar, then send an email, then put it on Evernote, then send a, then call. I mean, you can do all kinds of things with more and more and more and more. But for now, I am done with this, so I'm going to turn it on. In a perfect world, it would also allow us to assign a tag. Depends on your database, what you're using. Right now, we can't yet do that in KW command. Hopefully, we will be, because then a tag can fire an action set like an Infusionsoft and assign a tag, and then it'll start such and such campaign. Then it's completely automated. You really don't have to do anything at that point, right? Which is super cool. All right, so we're done. Thanks for joining me, Lori Ballen in Las Vegas, Nevada.